Since moving the green bean plant over to the magic grow pail, it has started to adapt quite well. And let's take a quick look at that plant, because there's a few things that I found, and one was the light at 100 watts had to be dialed down to about 40% to reduce the amount of light, the PPFD, over the green bean plant, because these do not require as much light as some other light-loving plants. And just look at the amount of leaves, beautiful green, branching, looking quite normal. The original older leaves have a little bit of nutrient shock from going into the system, and it looks like. However, I think that with the light, it's going to produce a very stout green bean plant. Let's take a quick look inside at the roots. Nutrient water is still fairly high in the system at the bottom of the 2-inch net pot, and I could see roots that are starting to protrude out through the net pot out of that rock wool. And there's a closer look. The roots are more protruding on the one side, which is quite normal because plants aren't symmetrical when they grow. And here are the seeds. I've picked out the 4 best ones because I started these on the 15th of August. It's 9 days later, and they actually germinated. Most of these were germinated in only 6 days. So what I'm going to end up doing is set the 2-inch net cups over to the side for just a bit here. I've already cut off 4 rock wool cubes. I'll go ahead and separate those. Cuts fairly easily, and based off the bean plant, it has a root system that I don't want to break. It's a little bit of a fragile stem. A slight hole in the top of this. Okay, based on that, we'll just go ahead and stick that down in the bottom of that net cup. We'll go ahead and create the openings in the other cubes. Bean seeds, the sprouts are easy to snap off, and so you have to be careful when you put those into the rock wool. First thing that I want to do is take the center water level stick out. It's nice to have, but it's not totally necessary. The next thing I want to do is take the plant that I was showing you earlier out, because the jets of water, I probably have to pull one of these plates to get that out. The jets of water that bathe the roots of the plant come out at each of the 4 outer sites. And this plant, since it's been growing for a while, is getting long enough roots that it really doesn't have to be in those little streams. So I'll take this bean plant and we'll stick that one down. We'll take the covers off on the others. It's a very adaptable system, growing anywhere from 1 to 4 plants per recommendation, or in this case I'm going to cheat the system just a little bit to grow 5 plants. We'll stick this other one here, making sure that it is fully seated down in there, and this one on the other side. The streams of water, when they come out, will hit those rock wool cubes and wet them appropriately. Rock wool has a nice tendency to stay hydrated with airspace I'll go ahead and stick the plate back on. And we'll come back to this and see how well this bean growing goes. But thanks for joining in on this project. It's been fun so far, and I appreciate you guys staying involved with me here.